Hey everybody, it's the Smash on BDTL Radio, and however you may be listening, thanks for making us part of your evening. We are back again with another season, and we are, back with the league, just giving you a little something you can listen to, a little basically BDTL for your ears. And I'm alongside OniTheWOlf and FaZe.
Hello.
And we also have Prime Alliance's Avin joining us.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Avin, let me ask you a few questions. It's good to have you on the show, and I just wanted to know, what was your general reaction whenever you were drafted to Prime Alliance this season? How'd that work out for you?
Well, for me, it was great. I mean, Prime Alliance was the initial team I wanted to be a part of. I kept saying it in the Skype calls everywhere. I was like, Spirit's a great guy. I get along well with him. He's a great leader. He's fair. And it's overall, Prime Alliance is a really equal, it's a really balanced team, so I'm happy to be a part of it.
Is there anything you expect out of the season?
What's
the primary thing you expect out of the season? You yourself as a player?
I expect to get my name more out there as a brawler, more so due to the fact that a lot of people aren't used to seeing me. This would only be my second PR season. First one was a mid-season draft to Jumbo Nasty, so I'm hoping to contribute a lot to Prime Alliance and get my name out there a little more.
This BDTL season, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to see that. I hope you have a successful season, and once again, thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you.
Let's see the teams, the draft. You guys think it went pretty well? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, FaZe was telling me that, basically, people keep saying, Team X is broken because they have X player. Team Y sucks because they only have X player. Or Team Z doesn't have X player. They're broken, blah, 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 blah. But overall, you can see that while not every team has Killock, every team's good. We haven't really had, I would say, a blowout win yet. No one has been swept. Every team usually maybe has one powerhouse, good supporting cast, 2-point players, and then, rest 1-point players, rookies and everything. But, or if they don't have a powerhouse, they're a team full of good players, good capable players that can fit anywhere where you put them. So it's not like, it could just be me, or no one else is seeing that the league is overpowered or whatever, but I personally believe that, at least compared to other seasons, there isn't one team that completely stands out more than another.
Mm-hmm. I fully agree with that, because I feel like every team's even. Like, you could go ahead and make predictions all you want. I mean, predictions are nice and all, but I honestly think you might want to watch who you pick, because there could possibly be this might be the season with the most upsets, in my opinion. That's the way I look at it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You may think one team is good, like say Prime Alliance going up against, I don't know, Smash Royals or something like that, and all of a sudden Smash Royals having a dominant team, Prime Alliance having a dominant team, that could possibly end in a 5-5. Instead of one team just totally blowing the whole thing open. Other than that, I look forward to seeing how every team does this season. It looks like it'll be a good one. But let's start with an evaluation of the teams one by one. Let's start off with the defending champion, Smash Royals.
So, yes, FaZe, Aubin, what are your feelings on this?
Smash Royals is looking pretty good this season. They have the obvious powerhouses like Vio and MB, but they also have some good supporting players like, say, Camden or Genma, etc. Looking at the team from a distance, it looks like they'd have some pretty good synergy, They have a bunch of close friends like Vio, Ivan, MB, Camden, just that whole group. They'd probably be able to get along together and do some work And although they might not have the most elite group of dominant players, I think they'll still be able to, put some effort in and coordinate themselves well enough to get some results this season. But yeah, it's just what I think.
Evan, your thoughts?
I'd have to agree with FaZe. I think it was great for Ivan to be able to snag up MB in the second round. I was expecting MB to be a first round pick, so
I don't know how you dropped.
Yeah,
I don't know how you dropped either.
Definitely got lucky with that. So I think MB being a second round pick really helped even out Smash Royales really well. And they have a very versatile team.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Ivan always talks about having this 0-10 record. He definitely was drafting to repeat in my eyes. That's the way I look at it. He was definitely drafting to repeat. There's no way you get that much talent on one team and not look. There's no way he's not looking forward to winning a championship this season if he does. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. But I mean, like I said, it can go either way because all these teams seem stacked. But next is Brawl Seals. Chicken returns as captain, and of course he. Obviously picks Killlock first round. I mean,
no, this is the only place where you can say a freaking team is unbalanced. Only place, the first round pick. But come on, you guys honestly can't see that you didn't see it coming. You can't say that.
No.
No one can say that.
I don't think so either. Because, I mean, if you have Killlock, I'm sorry, but Jack's just that good. And I hear he always sandbags. It's like, he'll go ahead and sandbag, and he'll go ahead and sandbag, and he'll still 3-stock it. That's what they say, but
yeah,
go ahead.
It's really good though. He has an actual balanced team overall. You have people like Helpin, Silver Alloy, Nier being a 5th round pick, who I definitely didn't expect.
That rustles my jimmies.
I didn't expect that either, because Nier's actually gotten better. Wait. Yeah, Nier's
Thing
actually
is,
gotten better.
what I think the reason why Nier dropped is because, remember, Nier quit Brawl Domain. He came back after the site came back, and
Alright.
he signed up for BDTL, but he's been fairly quiet, He's not really in the same time zone as, the Americans on Brawl Domain, so no one really got to see him play. I'm guessing a lot of the captains were scared about his activity or any rust he may have had, but it was a low-risk, high-reward situation for Brawl Seals, and Chicken did good with that, because Nier has been producing, and Nier has been getting matches done.
Yeah, and Helpin as well. Helpin's really helped their team out. I think she's one that's going to be good to stand out as far as the team goes.
Yeah, Helpin is definitely helping Brawl Seals out. My bad joke of the day.
So, and I personally feel that Chicken is one of the better captains of this league. Chicken has experience, and he certainly knows what he's doing when he's making his lineups and when he's drafting. So Brawl Steel certainly has a formidable team, not only from management captain-wise, but also to its players.
I believe so. Next team would be Wolfpack. Con takes over in his first season as captain. Any thoughts?
It wouldn't be Wolfpack without Crazy.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I guess I'll just take the floor. Con, very, very well suited to be a captain, in my opinion. I just hope that he can stay on top of all that he's been given to do, and I just hope he can stay active, because there have been moments in this league already where he's kind of been debatable. His appearances haven't really been that assured. So I just hope that he can stay on top of his league, actively speaking. But the team, all in all, has a lot of strong players. In regards to the synergy of the team, it looks a little bit weird. And aside from that, there's already been some sort of, inactivity in the league. Some matches have already been avoided. Some matches haven't been done. But all in all, Wolfpack is looking like a pretty strong team. And if they can kind of get their activity together and just get their matches done, I think they can be a real threat.
Me too. And one power player that they drafted that was first round would be Striker X. He's the one person I look to see. I look for Striker X to definitely make a big impact.
Yeah.
As far as the team goes, but first round, him being drafted first round was very, very surprising.
The fact that he is a first round draft means a lot of eyes are going to be on him. Mm-hmm. So if he wants to make a big impression as someone not to be messed with, now's his time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think so as well. And Con, go ahead.
In my opinion, having known Con in my days of Jumbo Nasties, we can say that Con is a winner. Con wants to win, and that's what he did with this draft. He drafted Striker, he drafted Crazy. Con is definitely top 3, top 5 brawler on this site. So, and he definitely wants to continue that Wolfpack tradition of winning Wesker Cups. So definitely, Wolfpack has a good team.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. Next is Koopa Troop.
Any thoughts?
Cog returns for this is the 6th season as a BDTL captain, right?
Yeah. I don't believe Cog has stepped down once.
I don't think he stepped down once either.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Koopa Troop was one of the original teams in the league. Would this maybe be his 5th?
Yeah, maybe. Because I think
Brawl Steel, Smash Royale. Yeah, it's an expansion team.
Because who was the? He wasn't the captain of Koopa Troop season 1, was he?
No, it was Brawl Steel's Wolfpack, Smash Royale's PA.
Yeah, Koopa Troop wasn't in season 1. But yeah, go on.
But he returns. He looks like he had a pretty steady draft with drafting a couple. What looked like...
Oh my god, you guys don't even know. Damn. Cog went super under the radar with this draft, and he's gonna destroy everyone. You all don't know. From what I've heard, No Skills is worth around maybe a 2nd rounder draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean, of course, he drafted Baka Rakiga. He drafted No Skills, Draco Yoshi, and Rust. Rust was a very, very surprising pick, honestly. Because I didn't expect. I expected Rust to probably be drafted first round. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Rust is still that high caliber of a player.
Yeah. I think Cog was really lucky to be able to get players like Rust and Rakiga and stuff. They're definitely high caliber players as well as himself. But also there are a lot of players in that team that have yet to show their true potential, and I think that this season could probably do that for them too, such as maybe K-Wolf or Creamy or Bob, No Skills, players that aren't really that well known yet, but they can definitely prove their mettle this season, and I think Kagero is looking to unleash that power within them. So,
Evan, your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It looks like Kagato definitely has the sleeper team this season. There's people like Maze and No Skills and K-Wolf. I haven't really played them that much, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. Combined with players like Rust and Rakiga, who are amazing brawlers in their own right, I think this team's going to go far.
And next is Prime Alliance, who seemingly is always known as the best team.
No, we suck.
In the league. Best team in the league every season. I thought Spirit did pretty. He had a pretty balanced draft. You guys think so?
Yeah, I'd say he did really well on the draft. And judging from the roster, I really don't think that you can get off saying that Prime Alliance is going to suck this season because, I mean, just having Spirit and iLink on the same team alone, as well as players like BCB and Oven and stuff, and I think that's just a recipe for disaster for the other teams. Prime Alliance has a plethora of players that are already respected and known as powerful, heavy hitters, but they also have players like Silva, Gentle Rain, and maybe Draknor that also haven't proved themselves yet, but I think this can also be the opportunity for them. As a team, I think they'd be able to function really well. They'd have a good synergy. Just looking at it, they'd be able to get stuff done. They'd be able to get matches done. They're active. So really, they're just going to be a force to be reckoned with this season, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. As you said, I mean, got Deadpan, iLink, Avon, couple good powerhouse players there.
iLink, Deadpan, definitely Anami. Yeah, iLink, Deadpan, great players, especially iLink. And Deadpan, even though the guy doesn't take the game so seriously, he'll still whoop your ass.
I believe so too. That Falcon man.
Yeah.
He's more notable for his Falcon than his Game & Watch, but his Game & Watch is still not. It's a heavy hitter on his roster.
You can also throw in whoever you want for PA's power rotation, like Spirit, iLink, Deadpan, Spirit, iLink, Oven, Spirit, iLink, BCB. Either way, it's still a pretty powerful team, and I don't know why Spirit's not putting himself in the lineup.
Me either. It's probably because he wants his team to do the work. And Avon's got to put that team on his back, man.
Put the team on your back, dude.
Got to put that team on your back. That backpack, baby.
Yeah.
And then Zodiac Knights and Oni's first season as captain. How do you feel, man?
I think I drafted well with what I had been given at the time. Certainly there was a lot of rounds where I was thinking to myself where it basically came down to 3 or 2 players I wanted on my team. And I knew that if I didn't pick them, they were pretty much guaranteed to be picked next. So I had a lot of tough decisions to make. I had a few sleepers here and there, but I mainly focused on activity, people who can work well with others, as well as those who are generally, good at the game and will get their matches done one way or another.
So you basically drafted your people with the mindset of, you chose people that would get their matches done regardless. You chose the most active people.
Not only that, but I also tried to look for what it came down to when I had that set of 2 or 3 people. I also went by who I felt was the most talented. Or maybe not even the most talented. Maybe because talent is an overused cliche. How about the best player, the most skilled player out of that bunch?
Yeah.
And I'll admit, there are some people I did not know about because I hadn't played them before the draft. And although I have some regrets within that regard for people who maybe I could have picked no skills or maze or whatever, I don't think I will regret the outcome in the end with how my team will do, because I believe my team will produce.
It's good to know. We look forward to seeing how you do.
What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts?
I'm really interested to see how Oni does this season. He has a lot of experience with the league. He has a lot of experience with the competition of the game, competitive aspect. I I think he made some pretty smart picks. And as a unit, I'm really hoping to see that they can all just kind of settle their minor differences they might have and just get together for the cause of the Western Cup. Because if they can manage to do that, they're definitely going to be a driving force of the league. But they definitely have some players with high potential and high potency, and I just want them to be able to utilize that to the fullest throughout the season.
Evan?
Yeah, I know Oni was maybe a little bummed out that he didn't get much rookies this season, but the fact of the matter is he drafted a lot of veterans, a lot of names that are known around BD, that it's just people who know what they're doing. It's people who have been in the league countless times. They know what they're doing. They know how to do it. And it's a lot easier team to manage, I feel, if you're surrounded by veterans who have been, it's not their first rodeo.
Yeah. Definitely a lot less ego managing when veterans are involved.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is all 6 of your teams in the league. They are all looking good. They're all strong powerhouses. I mean, of course, it's the 6 original teams in the league, and I just feel like it's going to shape up to be an interesting season, no doubt.
I can definitely say right now that it's not a clear picture on who's going to make or miss the playoffs. Because keep in mind, the playoffs, I believe, is only going to be 4 teams this season as opposed to being all teams.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you're just going to stay tuned to find out who makes it and who misses.
Yeah, I believe so too. Meanwhile, Tutton has done a power rankings for the BDTL season this season. What are y'all's thoughts on that? I know you guys saw that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I guess I'll start. Just to start off, Tutton, it's really nice of you to be doing this, because I know that you aren't like working in direct cooperation with like Domain Digest or anything. I know you're kind of just doing this for the benefit of the site, and they gave your input. So I think that's really cool of you to do. I'm loving the idea. I think he has justified reasons for what he's been saying, the teams he's been ranking, and I like the themes that he's going to be trying to go for as the seasons progress. Or as the season progresses. Yeah. I like that. I like that pony theme. But I think it's a really innovative idea, and we're gonna get more in depth in a second. But I just got to applaud the man. He did good work, and I think this is gonna work out great for him.
Mm-hmm. And I hear it's a week. It seems like it's a week by week thing that he's gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And shaping up to look pretty good as I'm looking at it right now. He's got Prime Alliance at number 1, Wolfpack at number 2, Smash Royales at 3, Brawl Steals at 4, Zodiac Knights at 5, and Koopa Troop at 6.
Even Tutton said himself the first week of the rankings that these aren't set in stone because of how diverse the teams are. So that just goes to show that you don't have you don't have to, like, what's the word? Even if you're ranked number 6, it can still come out on top. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the good thing is that they're really unbiased. And as you can see from the preseason predictions as he had them, as compared to the week 1, you can see that it's pretty fair given like his input on the matter.
Yeah, I think he justifies what he has to say pretty well, and I mean he's been diligent with it too. He already has his preseason and his week 1 stuff up, but I mean it's definitely liable to change as the season progresses, but I think it's a really smart idea on his part, and all power to him for being able to make this great idea. And hopefully he can start writing for a Domain Digest even too.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely has the capabilities of it, and I think
Chicken, get this man a job.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has the capability for it, and I think he'd make a great addition to the team.
I think so too. Yeah, excuse me about that, guys. That was the preseason power rankings that I was going over. I apologize for making that mistake. But now, let's see. Week 1 power rankings. He went ahead and, week 1 started off pretty decent, I'd have to say. But his power rankings for week 1 was Zodiac Knights at 1. They were previously number 5. Of course, they have 1 win, no losses. Of course, you're going to have the season's just starting, so either one team's going to have 1 win or 1 loss. Brawl Seals at number 2. They were previously number 4. Smash Royales at 3. They were previously number 3, so they stayed at 3. Prime Alliance at 4 were previously number 1. That's a surprise. Koopa Troop at 5. They were previously number 6. And Wolfpack at 6 were previously number 2. Thoughts?
We definitely, Prime Alliance, I know, definitely suffered a blow. I mean, overall, it's a balanced team. We have good synergy. We have good players. But the general concept is Spirit is the foundation of this team. So, in essence, it's good of him to give the other players their time to shine, but we're definitely going to need him to pull this team through to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not going to make that big of a comment because everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so I'm not going to say much about what he has to say. I think that judging by his logic and what he thinks about each team, this list looks pretty accurate and it looks pretty legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, I find it nice how he had the weekly MVPs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He has the song of choice, which in this case would be My Little Pony remixes.
Good stuff.
But yeah, he throws out some good opinions throughout this, and it's really an interesting read. So good job on that.
It is a really interesting read, and I agree with his MVP pick of Striker, because honestly, that match against Rust, we'll get to it in a sec, but that was definitely very, very interesting. Bakara Kiga was the MVP for KT that week, Avon for PA, Camden and Bloody Boom for SR, Nier for BS, and Phoenix for ZK. We will be discussing this as times go on. Keep doing your thing, Tutton. It seems like it's a good idea. I agree with it. Now we move on to the opening of the season, week 1. Smash Rouse and Brawl Seals. Brawl Seals took a 6-4 win against Smash Rouse. Miguel versus Chicken. Guys?
Well, I'll personally like to speak on this match first because I had Miguel with, when he was on Regal Allegiance for MDTL 2. He got Chicken, a well-respected player, good brawler, good captain, in my opinion, one of the top captains in the league, to the last stop. It definitely shows where he has come since, joining the league.
Mm-hmm.
He got Chicken in 1 stock both those matches. And from what I've heard, he definitely improved his game and was more intelligent because he got a lot of those kills off of Gimps.
Mm-hmm.
Something he certainly was not able to do in February. So, props to Miguel. Even though you lost, you certainly have improved based on the statistics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Chicken just had more experience with like the metagame with Brawl than Miguel did because he is an older member and he has been doing this for longer. But Miguel's definitely improved a lot since even last time I played him, and just the fact that he was able to get Chicken to last stock consistently should be a reward enough in itself for him.
Yeah, for sure. Miguel, it's good to see you're improving. We wish you luck on the rest of your season.
It's the next match.
That was a 2-0 for Chicken. Match number 2 was Silver Alloy versus Kid Coon, and it ended in a dreaded 2-0 victory for Silver Alloy and Brawl Seal.
I know you wanted a person to speak about this one, Face.
Yeah, I helped Kid Coon for this match a little bit. He was kind of anticipating that Ice Climbers, so he was trying to whip out a pocket Toon Link for that. I mean, he still wound up losing 2-0, but I mean, the fact that he was able to put up a fight and not get consistently grabbed or anything of that sort, I think that was, an accomplishment enough for Kid Coon, so.
Mm-hmm.
Please come back.
Yeah, yes, Kid. Please come back. We're gonna miss you, man. Match number 3 was Camden versus Caballo. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this was probably not the match of the week, but this was definitely the match of this meeting between these two. Yeah. Because Camden and Caballo, I don't necessarily think they're too evenly matched, but I thought it was a good setup. I thought when I looked at the lineups, I thought it was Camden facing Caballo. I thought that'd have been a good match for both of them. And Camden took a 2-1 lead, a 2-1 win rather, my bad, against Caballo. What do you guys think?
Who won the set?
Camden.
2-0, 2-1.
2-1.
Well, it's good to see Camden came back and is starting winning matches again ever since he left his Thai hooker job and escaped back to Canada as a political asylum of the Thai dragon pimp empire. But yeah, a lot of people have told me before that Camden's rusty. It's good to see, though, that he's back in his original form. God forbid this isn't his original form. But an interesting point I have to bring up is that I heard Caballo told me that Camden cranked out his Game & Watch. His pocket Game & Watch. And basically it just tells me that Camden definitely has added a lot of versatility to his game, not just relying on his Kirby or not just relying on DDD. And he's adjusted to the Meta Knight ban, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, the match was even. I mean, it ended in a 2-1 victory. So, turns out this is a really good set, and Camden definitely had to dig deep to beat Caballo. Caballo is not someone that simply gives up.
Yeah. I agree. But Camden won respectfully, 2-1. Bloody Boom takes a 2-0 win against Helpin. Not exactly the start that I expected Helpin to get. I actually expected her to win that one, guys.
This was weird for me. I expected at least a 2-1 win.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody Boom, I haven't played him that much, but I know he's a solid player. He has a really good snake.
Right.
But Helpin herself, as modest as she can be sometimes, she is a well-respected brawler. And in my opinion, she's going to make a name for herself this season. So I expected this to be a little bit closer. I guess Bloody Boom just got the jump on her.
Mm-hmm.
But good job to you, Bloody Boom.
MB Money took a 2-1 victory over Tutton. That also was another good set in my eyes. Wow, these lineups were actually very well done. Looking back on it.
Yeah. I mean, I see MB start using DK more on Wi-Fi. Glad to see that representation. But, I mean, it seemed like a pretty good set. I mean, really, good job to Utah and being able to take a game off MB Money, one of the most skilled players on the site, in my opinion. So, good job on doing that. And MB takes it home. But it still seems like a show.
Mm-hmm. Killlock, 2-0's Vio. Now, is it true? Did Vio not care about this set?
I don't know. I just remembered he posted when Lester posted, "Dear Kellock, I'm ready. I have lube. But I'm Vio. P.S. Bring condoms."
Face.
I mean, I wouldn't say that he didn't care. I mean, like, he did go Toon Link, and, he did try to get this match done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he expected to win. He kind of had that mentality that, oh, it's Killlock, I'm probably just gonna lose. But, I mean, he still fought, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And I think Vio was just happy with the fact that his Toon Link was able to get Killock's last stock, extremely high percents.
Good stuff.
So that game one, I think, was good enough for him in his eyes. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, yeah, it is Killock, so really, really high standards need to be achieved in order to beat him. But good job to you. Wow.
Not just high standards. Talking about ridiculously high, unhumanly standards.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Canadian standards.
Yeah. This Killlock is power ranked. He's very highly power ranked up in Calgary, Alberta.
What's the next match we have?
Next match we have is Near versus Ivan, and Near takes a 2-0 victory against Smash Royale's captain Ivan. Wow, like Near makes a strong comeback. Good job, Near. Good job, Near. As he went up, he 2-stocked Ivan's Falco, and then 1-stocked Ivan's Snake. When does Ivan use Snake?
I don't know. Has he been pocketing him?
Ivan's got some tricks up his sleeves.
This season, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, congratulations, Near, on a strong start for week 1.
And just a side note, it's unfortunate, at least in my eyes, it's an unfortunate start to the league since these two are the only two teams that actually completed all of their sets with firm results.
Yeah.
So good job to you teams actually completing all of your matches. And I don't know why I'm congratulating you guys since all of your matches should be getting done, but it seems that you guys are the only two to do so. So
they didn't have to wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
Just a little tidbit. Basically, this is basically the high reward as a result of Near dropping to round 5 because of all the captains not being sure since he just came back.
Yeah, good point. We'll see how Near does as the season progresses. Rivalry week meeting number 1 between Wolfpack and Koopa Troop. That one ended 5-5. And the last
tie.
Yeah, kind of crazy. First match was Naos versus Creamy 4-2-3. Naos ended up winning that one 2-0. I heard it was good games though, like from both sides. Creamy was actually very satisfied in the way that she played against him.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, somewhat hype match. Both of the Link users go at it, and I guess Naos just got the upper hand in that instance. But they were probably really good games, and they probably would have been really interesting to see. So.
Yeah, I wish we could have got some recordings up of that.
Yeah, so good job to both of you.
No Skills versus Shadow, and that one ended up being a 2-0 victory for No Skills.
Yeah, from what I've heard from Kagano, No Skills is actually really good, and he has some really legit characters. So, I don't know, I haven't played Shadow in a while, and never played Skills, but I don't know, he's a really good offline player from what I've heard, so I guess next time Shadow might have to step it up a little bit.
And from the look of it, he 2-stocked Shadow game 1 and then 1-stocked him game 2. Both matches were on PS1, but
good job to No Skills. Shadow, just bounce back and come back even harder next time. Good job to both of you.
Good job to both. And set number 3 was Dark King X going up against Draco Yoshi. Dark King took a 2-0 victory there for Wolfpack. That's a fairly even matchup too. Wow. Dark King, who I haven't seen in forever, goes ahead and makes his return, I guess you could say. But what you guys think, Draco Yoshi? What you guys think of him?
The last time I played him was MDTL 2, like, in the beginning of MDTL 2, so probably around January or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I really should comment on this because my analysis is pretty outdated.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have anything to say?
Dark King was really good back when I played him. He had a good snake, etc. So, I mean, I haven't played Draco Yoshi, so I guess I can't say I'm really too surprised that he won, but I'd really like to see some work from both of them in future matches. So.
Mm-hmm. And Dark King took a one-stock victory on both games. Evan, anything to say?
Personally, I've never really had the opportunity to play Dark King or Draco Yoshi, but good job to both of them.
Okay. Concom versus Maze ended in a forfeit.
Walkover?
Yeah, it ended in a forfeit or walkover. I'm guessing FFT is forfeit, but Bakarakiga 2-0's Triforce. That seemed like it could have gone either way. But Cog takes the forfeit over Aldo. We haven't seen Aldo in a matter of months, so
yeah,
he's got that trading card.
Yeah, get off those trading cards, bro. We need you.
Get your matches done.
Wolfpack needs you, bro.
Yeah, we do. Striker with the well, you could say upset, but maybe not. But he takes a 2-0 victory over Rust, and that definitely saved Wolfpack's week as the game. Go ahead.
Striker beat Rust 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
I'm happy for the kid.
Yeah,
I heard he wasn't too happy about things that were said between the lines from KT.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, because Russ was claimed to have easily 2-0'd Striker. He was claimed to be the one that was going to easily 2-0 Striker, but it ended 5-5. No aces this season, guys, so that ended in a tie. Prime Alliance versus Zodiac Knights. Detfan takes a 2-1 victory over Eldon. Now, I heard Eldon was extremely mad because he beat Det game 1 thinking he had this, 2-stocked as Falcon, and Det ended up coming back and beating him with Game & Watch both times.
That Game & Watch.
Yep. Never underestimate Detfan. He'll get you. Anything to say, FaZe?
Yeah, I mean, just like, Detfan is not to be underestimated as a brawler. He's really good, and I'm not sure if Eldon's been playing the game as much as he used to. Mm-hmm. I don't think he has access to a Wii, which is why he plays at BCB's place. So it might just be a matter of...
Last I heard, he had a Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why he'd go over to BCB's to play all those matches then, but, I mean, really... I guess it's just a matter of one side not playing as much and another consistently playing, and they just have the upper hand. So
Tucker takes a 1-point win for Zodiac Knights versus Fox 2-0. That's Zero Suit.
Yeah, Fox will always be my baby from BFC.
Yeah.
Rep that Jigs. Rep that Jigs.
Yeah. And congratulations, Zane, for pulling that off for Tucker. iLink takes a 2-0 victory against Rooster. Lucario versus Lamar. That's pretty interesting.
That's a tough one.
I
Lucario has some good aerials though. That down air I could see taking some damage off of Olimar.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was discussion about, I wouldn't even call it discussion, maybe more along the lines of confusion about why iLink was in the 1-point set. If I recall correctly, it was more because he wasn't exactly sure if he was going to be able to play or not last week.
Yeah. That was it. But, iLink was in the 1 point, and, I mean, he's a really good player. But also, congrats to Rooster for being able to get his Lucario to last stock both games. I mean, Island Lucario is no joke, so good work on being able to do that even.
Rooster's not a slouch when it comes to Olimar either. Sam takes a 2-1 victory against Grapes. Sam,
No.
I just have to say one thing. Doubles or not, you're good, it seems, all around. I've heard you're excellent in singles no matter what.
He's just a great player all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Grapes just needs to get back into like his rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
He's been kind of down competitively lately, but I think he just needs to just find his rhythm, and hope. I mean, I really can't wait to see him later on the season as it progresses to see if he can do any work, which he probably will. But I don't think it was his week.
Yeah. AlphaZone takes a walkover win against Draknor. Draknor can't play for personal reasons from what I've heard. Phoenix, go ahead.
That is a real shame. That is one of the most unfortunate things about all the sets between Prime Alliance and Zodiac Knights not getting done.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like in the Prime Alliance thread, unfortunately, Draknor announced that he's going to be having a lot of issues the next coming months, so he ended up having to step down and leave the team altogether. So we won't be seeing any of him, but we'll definitely be bringing it back.
Yeah. Phoenix takes a 2-1 victory over Basic B.
The real Basic B.
The real Basic B.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good work, BCB.
Good work.
Even taking off a game of Phoenix, the Pro Sonic, you should feel content with that. And, you guys are both going to do really well this season. You're you're two of the highly regarded players. So, I mean, it was just a matter of who played better. And I think this week it might have been Phoenix, but expect great things from both of you. So,
good job.
And Avon bringing the cake home with a 2-0 victory over Oni.
It was a good set.
I hope
those were really close matches.
Yeah, I hope you two both enjoyed yourself during those matches too.
Yeah.
But
it's very nerve-wracking.
Very nerve-wracking indeed. And so we move on to week 2. And so far, matches have gotten done in week 2. There's already one team already done with their sets, and Zodiac Knights takes a 6-1 victory over Smash Rouse.
Yeah.
E-Dog doing work.
Busy.
What?
People got really busy. They really stepped it up. Good job, everybody, on getting your matches done fairly quickly.
Yeah. E-Dog doing work, and,
He beat Alpha.
Giving the D to Alpha 2-0. E-Dog's no slouch when it comes to Link. He's definitely smart, and Alpha is also a smart Falco. But I heard good things about both of them about that set. Alpha didn't really John or anything. No Johns were given from either side. But
so it was a nice clean set.
Mm-hmm. Rooster 2-0's Boo.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of saw that coming. Boo, you've come a long way. You're getting a lot better. Your DDD is looking really solid. But overall, Roosta is just a really good player. And, I mean, good job on keeping it kind of decently close.
Nesu versus Tails. Nesu, I'm hearing, is a really, really, really good Ness. I've heard from people that have actually played him. Goes ahead and 2-0's Tails.
Who does Nesu use?
Ness.
Oh, okay.
He is our new Ness rep on the site.
We haven't had a Ness player rep Ness ever since we had that player named Ness who mained Ness.
Mm-hmm. Who's from BSU.
Yeah.
Good job, Nesu.
Oni 2-1's Camden. How'd that feel?
It was a very close match, game 1. Like, I was I was kind of scared playing. Like, I had a really bad start off to that game, but ended up winning. Then game 2 came along. He went Brinstar, picked Game & Watch.
Right.
We had a camp fest that lasted probably about 7 minutes.
Wow. And you ended up beating him 1 stock? Or he ended up beating you by 1 stock?
Yeah, there was about a minute left. I had about 100%. He had 170, somewhere around there.
Wow.
One of my attacks missed on the platform, and Game & Watch had already started his forward smash. So, yeah, I died.
Good stuff.
Then game 3 came along, and I 2-stocked his Game & Watch. I asked him, though, why didn't you use Kirby? He said, I didn't really think my Kirby could win, something to that extent. But I think the match could have been better had he used Kirby.
Yeah.
And then the final set, which was Phoenix taking a 2-1 victory against Bloody Boom.
Getting that timeout.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
First time out of the season, buddy. First time out of the season.
Yeah. Prime Alliance goes ahead and takes a commanding 5-0 lead so far against Krupa Troopa Spirit 2-0'd K-Wolf. I mean,
Wow, I didn't know that.
No offense, but, you know, K-Wolf, you're a great link and all, but it's Spirit, man. Spirit's a hell of a lot.
Spirit does not suck.
Man. Yeah, he does not suck.
Yeah.
iLink goes ahead and wins against No Skills, which was that a 2-0, 2-1? Does anybody know? It was 2-0.
It's 2-0, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2-0. And then Avon goes ahead and what?
I lost to Bakarakiga. It was 2-1. Good games to you, Bakarakiga.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Whoever edited this topic needs to go ahead and edit it. That Rakiga won because it has you winning, Avon.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Well, just to clear things up, Bakarakiga definitely won 2-1. It was really close game. A Falco out of you, I'm not going to lie. So you definitely caught me off guard. He looked really solid, and good games to you.
Yeah, did you guys happen to get replays for that one?
We do. I believe they'll be uploaded soon.
I don't know what happened. Sorry about that, Evan. We'll get that topic edited as soon as possible. I think that Black may have been enjoying his birthday a bit too much.
But so yeah, excuse us for that. But the remaining sets are Grapes versus Bob on Yoshi's Island, Detfan versus Slash Knight on Pokemon Stadium, Silva and Kagado on Delfino Plaza, and BCB versus Rust on Lilac Crew. The real
BCB.
And Wolfpack versus Brawl Seals. The sets that have been done are Naos and Donosov, and BSM versus Helpin. Now, Wolfpack currently leads that one 3-0. And Naos ended up beating Donosov 2-1. And it went Naos winning by 1 stock game 1. Or Donosov winning by 1 stock game 1. Naos winning by 2 stocks game 2. And then 2 stocked their game 3. So that's how that set ended.
Close.
Yeah, it sounded really close. Crazy versus Helpin. This one was a 2-1 victory for Crazy, as Helpin beat her. Crazy beat Helpin by 2 stocks on Lilac. Helpin ended up beating Crazy by 1 stock on Battlefield, and then Crazy beat Helpin by 2 stocks on Smashville. All matches for Oli Snake.
Seems interesting, say the least. But it probably, in all seriousness, it probably wasn't good stuff.
Remaining sets to be done this week for Wolfpack and Brawl Seals are Caballo and myself on Final Destination, which we're planning to get the set done tomorrow. Silver Alloy on Yoshi's Island versus.
Can I intrude for a second?
Go ahead.
It looks like Silver Alloy reported the matches they just got done. It was a 2-0 for Silver Alloy, so good job on getting your matches done.
Yeah, good job. Tutton on Pokemon Stadium versus Dark King X, Killlock versus Triforce on Smashville, and Nier versus Striker on Battlefield. Nier versus Striker. Keep your eyes on that one. That one is going to be very, very good.
It's going to be close.
Yep.
And we look forward to seeing how this week wraps up, and the next week we'll continue into week 3 as soon as we can. Anything else you guys have to say?
Not really.
Yeah, not really. I just like to apologize that we couldn't get an episode up regarding the entire draft in a more detailed manner, but a lot of stuff popped up. I'll just say a lot of things came up and we just couldn't. So hopefully this remunerates for it.
And my apologies, as the host of this show, we couldn't get a live show going as well. We figured we were going to hold that off until possibly the next week. Anybody looking to join the live show, go ahead and post on the topic. But other than that, we'll see about getting live shows later on in the season. Avin, thanks for joining us. It's been great talking to you. Great having you on the show this week.
No problem. I had a blast. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Faye,
thanks,
for being on the show.
That's no problem. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. We'll catch you guys next week. It's The Smash on BDTL Radio.